I'm Hannah Lilburn. I'm Knowledge Exchange Manager with AHDB. I'm back here at Coton Wood farm in Derbyshire with Michael and Tony Ball, finding out what they've been up to during lockdown.
Hi, this is Tony Ball, farming here near Ashbourne in Derbyshire with my brother Michael. We're milking 500 cows on an all year round calving system. So we are also expanding our farming enterprise. We have just completed on the purchase of a new farm, and we're running that as a contract farming enterprise. It was previously a dairy unit, although it's not had any cows on it for the past 4 or 5 years. We're in the process of putting a new milking parlour in. We've sourced livestock and we're starting calving hopefully towards the end of August, early September. It's a little bit rushed at the moment. Builders and dairy engineers are working fairly hard to try and hit the targets. So as a fresh wage producer, we were presented with a few challenges through lockdown and the loss of the food service business, which represents 40% of fresh wage volume. They passed that straight back down the line to us as supplying farmers. We're on a 60-40 split for a couple of months with 40% of the volume we're supplying, netting out at around 10 pence a litre. So some of the challenges we're facing at the moment, we cut the back forage and feed for the cows with the challenge of the milk price earlier on this spring. We obviously had to go on to full winter rations with the forage shortage as well. Now that the milk price is improving, we'll want to bring yields back up again, and we are just struggling with trying to get the cows back and firing on all cylinders again. So from a forage position, this year has been another challenging one. We had obviously the very wet winter followed by a very dry spring. We got a good volume of first cut silage. Regrowth was hampered by very dry conditions. We are a fairly dry, free draining farm. We did get some second cut after it rained, which bulked up reasonably well, and third cut was growing away well. Having said that, it has dried up again now, certainly in the past 2 weeks. We did stop zero grazing for a period of 6 weeks over the summer. We have started that again now, but again, some of the grass is just presenting a challenge. It grew away well, but we're just chasing grass a little bit now. In terms of stocks for the winter, we should be reasonably well supplied, hoping for some good autumn grass to help stock up for the clamps. The maize crops are looking a little bit variable. We've got about 180 acres of maize in the ground. Some of that was delayed germination, so we've got fields with different growth stages and different fields, which will present some challenges as we go through the season.
In terms of fertility, the hot weather has been a slight issue possibly, but it'll be relatively short-lived, real hot periods. The high yielders, which are predominantly the ones that are being served, are inside. There's plenty of airspace, and we have fans in the shed which get them fairly cool. We're not seeing any real detriment to the fertility so far, so hopefully that will continue. Flies have been somewhat of a challenge. We've tried a different system using parasitic flies to control the fly population, but we have had to just go through with the sort of traditional fly paw latterly, just to keep the population down. Hopefully it's fairly well under control now.
So the next few weeks at Coton Wood, we're obviously looking forward to cereal harvest. Got about 120 acres of winter wheat to harvest and straw to cart from that. Quite a lot of grass seeds to get in this year. We're putting about 100 acres of grass seed in this autumn on the back of putting 40 acres in this spring. Try to get round the farm fairly regularly with reseeds. We do find it certainly pays dividends in terms of forage yield and forage quality.